Hi guys, in today's video I want to show you the easiest yet very simple trend line trading strategy that many people misunderstand and end up trading them blindly. Once you master this strategy, you'll be able to spot high probability trading opportunities in the market, thereby avoiding unnecessary losses. This video will expose you to everything you need to know about trading trend lines successfully, including how to draw them correctly, how to use factors of confluence to determine high probability setup, trading trend reversals, and trading trend line breakout strategy. Before we forge ahead, ensure to hit the subscribe button and also turn on post notifications so that you will never miss our next trading video. Also, drop a comment below and let me know what topic I should treat next. First of all, what is trend line? A trend line is a tool we use to highlight and connect swing highs and swing lows during a trending market. It marks out support and resistance levels. In a downtrending market, for example, price moves in waves to the downside, makes a pullback, and then makes another run to the downside. We get another pullback and then another run to the downside. All right. In a strong downtrending market, the market continues to create lows and lower lows and lower lows like that. And the lowest point before a pullback is known as a swing low, while the highest point before the next run to the downside is known as the swing high. If you connect two swing lows, you have a trend line. And this trend line represents support region, right? If you connect two swing highs, the first two swing highs, of course, you have a trend line equally. And this trend line represents the resistance level in the chart. Now let's look at an uptrend. Equally, price moves in waves. It creates a high, pulls back, makes another run to the upside, makes another pullback, and then continues like that. The beginning of the pullback from the upside is known as the swing high, while the lowest point of the market before the run to the upside is known as the swing low. All right, if you connect two swing highs, you have a trend line. Equally, you have a trend line when you connect two swing lows. Okay, now the swing lows which you just connected serves as the support level, while the swing highs, the first two swing points where you connect to have a trend line, serves as your resistance region. Basically, trend lines help us map out our support region in an uptrending market and also helps us mark out our resistance regions in a downtrending market. What happens is whenever price gets to the trend line, usually bounces back downwards, right? Gets back to that trend line and will bounce back downwards. And in an uptrend, whenever price comes to the trend line, it bounces back upwards. All right, whenever it comes back to the trend line, it bounces upwards. So this will clearly tell us where we are looking to buy in an uptrending market and also where we are looking to sell in a downtrending market. Another reason why we use trend lines is because it tends to signal a trend reversal. Let's say something like this happens, price eventually comes up and breaks out of the trend line and then eventually pulls back into the trend line and then starts going up from there. This might signal a new trend, right? This might give us an idea that the market is about to change direction. So now that we know how trend line works and what it's all about, let me show you guys how we draw it properly. Before we go into drawing trend lines, these are a few key principles you need to follow. Number one, you need a minimum of 2 touches before you can have a valid trend line. The more touches you have, the stronger your trend line, but this is not a guarantee that price will always hold when next it gets to that place. Number two, trend lines won't always come smooth and clear in the market, so expect choppy and unpredictable moves. Number three, trend lines are zones and not precise price reversal levels. So treat it as such, treat it as zones. Do not expect price to always respect your trend line religiously. Number three, you do not force trend lines. Only draw obvious trend lines that give you clear analysis, and avoid it completely if you are in any way confused as to where to place your lines. Number four, always draw your trend lines where you get the most touches. Some people ask if it's okay to draw trend lines on the bodies of the candlestick or across the wicks only. All right, sometimes trend lines will, for the sake of maintaining consistency, it might run across, it might run at the top of the bodies of the candlestick, and some other times it might run across the wicks only. But the key point is only draw it where you have the most touches. Okay, only draw it where you have the most touches. Now that you all know how to draw trend lines, let's look at how to combine it with price action to find high probability trading setups. But before we continue, please, if you are getting value from this video and you want to see more of it, hit the like button and comment your thoughts below. There are different ways to combine trend lines with price action to make good trading decisions. Number one, there is trend trading, which entails trading in the direction of the market, in the direction of the trend. And there is also reversal trading, which helps identify potential trend reversals. Let's look at the first one. One of the best ways to trade with trend lines is to look out for areas where support and resistance align with trend lines, which is also known as high confluence zones. This gives me one of my favorite setups. So I just want to see that my horizontal line aligns with my trend line. Right? And this is a confluence zone. So this is a stronger setup than where you don't see any such confluence. Right? So confluence basically is an area where multiple factors align, thereby making it a strong potential setup. Okay, so because I have my horizontal line at that level, I also have my trend line around that place. Let's look at another example. So in an uptrending market like this, after marking out my trend line, I want to see price at a confluence zone, just like this one. So all I want to do is mark my zones, and if I see any level where trend line and horizontal line come together, that is trend line and my support and resistance zone come together, that would be my next strong point, right? So if price moves to that level, I am more confident that price will go back up from there. But just because price has come to your confluence zone is not enough reason to just jump into the market and start buying. You have to wait for other confirmations. Personally, I will want to see, you see, at the previous level where price bounced back from our confluence zone, you could see clearly that there was a bullish closing price. You can see price moved above the highs of the previous candlestick and then closed bullish above that level. So that would have been a clear sign for me to long this market at this level, because first of all, price is at my confluence zone. Secondly, I've seen price action that aligns with my decision to buy. Okay, so that is it. For the other example, you can see clearly in a downtrending market, you can see that here, when price broke that level and then turned that zone into a resistance zone, this was previously a support level that price broke and then made it become resistance zone. And you can see clearly that there was a bearish engulfing candlestick after price had hit that confluence zone. So this would have been a sign for me to short the market, knowing that many confirmations have been met in the market. So this is how I execute successful trades using trendline trading strategy. If you engage this in a top-down analysis, you will most definitely get positive results as me. Let me know how you do it in the comments. To learn more about top-down analysis, subscribe to this channel and turn on post notification because I'll be dropping more lessons. You can as well be a part of my forthcoming mentorship program where I teach my students in details. Find the link in the description box of this video and join our free Telegram group. See you guys in the next video.